Well, here's my velvet leaf. We had a really good harvest this year. And I've been trying to do this, the dew retting on them, but it's been so dry and so hot that I'm not sure if it's actually retting that much. So I brought it here underneath the tree where I had my stinging nettles. And I cleared out, cut my stinging nettles down and harvested them. Got a really good crop. Look at this. That's my stinging nettle. And I cut this down yesterday and I just didn't get through all of it. I got through all those. But, I got a flat tire on my, that was flat the other day, so something's not right with that tire. So we'll have to fix that. But, here's my, whoa, just about fell over. So I can't really do this with my, can't do it one-handed, it's a two-handed job, but I'm just stripping these, and there are some of them might have seeds on it, so that's good. I mean, if they grow here, that's where I established them. But that's that. And then when I get it down to this stage, then I can store it if I need to, in order to harvest the it's funny, I'm still worried about that tire. Anyway, so when I get it to that stage, then you could take out the fibers by hand if you wanted to, but we'll probably red it. Since I have these button weeds also. There's Love. That's one of my horned Dorsets that is no longer with us. She was harvested a while ago, years ago now, but it's always nice remembering her. I think there's Love and Hope. She's I don't know. I for some reason, when our animals pass away, I always throw their skulls up in trees, and then you walk by and you remember them. There's a black cat that we brought from Princeton, and his skull is up over in my willows. That's where his last resting spot was. He was an old cat, and we miss him greatly. Still do. But these are my mulberries, and we have some grapevine that I like to hang up here, because if you see, you can see there used to be a little nest in there, but our wrens then have little nests, and I coppice these quite a bit, or every other year I've been coppicing them. So this gives them a little bit of places to have their nests while the coppice grows out, or pollard, I guess I should say, grows out. But fall's here, the leaves are falling, everything's changing, and it is so dry. We need some rain. Usually it's a muddy mess, but we could use some rain. Anyway, just thought I'd show you what I'm up to. Working on lawnmowers and trying to get some. Actually, we just had a really good bumper harvest of stinging nettle and velvet leaf, or I call it buttonweed, but it's Chinese jute, China jute, and I already have so much of it that I'll have to. But you know, once you start a project or something, you never want to run out. So it's always good to have more on hand than less. I just noticed this. The pollard is has encapsulated my grapevines. That'll be kind of interesting when I cut that and pull it out and see how that worked. We can make something cool out of that, I think, eventually. Right now it's just providing some wonderful, wonderful mulberries for my birds and pigs. And shade, which is nice. Because all this is a lot of work. Now this is the part, I got timber down here. That's why I haven't been able to get in here. I got to move the timber in order to get rid of the weeds. So that stuff's just going to stay there until it gets, until fall hits. And then it'll be a lot easier to clean that up. But that's how it goes. I don't know, I'm rambling. But I just thought I better get a video out here so that you don't think I'm not doing anything. Which is probably true. But gotta find, I must have a thorn someplace in there. So we'll have to figure that out. I don't think I have any extras. I know I had I think I had extras for these, so maybe I can get it to work. But it's funny because these are the ones that are down with the I'm always hitting the thorns off the what's it called? Osage orange trees down by the creek. But this has just been a beast so far. This thing's, I just got the parts in yesterday, or no, this morning, for the deck. I got some wear parts that I gotta replace. It's funny, I ordered them through Amazon, and it came the next day. It was so nice. That was a lovely thing. So we'll get that done. But now this mulberry tree here, I pollarded this spring. It's not quite as big as this other one because I didn't cut this other one over here that we were at before. So it's a little shorter, you know, not as well. But man, look at those beautiful long shoots. My idea was I was going to make pack baskets out of the mulberry shoots because they're just long, they're wonderful. But I could only get like one split out of it. So I think I'm going to try to cut it like you do a willow with those, you know, you can cut them into 3s or 4s. I'm going to try to do that with this mulberry, but it's funny, I spend more time harvesting than I do creating, but hopefully that's going to change. We have this barn. This is the old sheep shed, and we grew out of that sheep shed so fast when we had sheep. But we're going to switch this over to a workshop, and I'm going to take, it has a greenhouse, a part of it. We were kind of trying to kill two birds with one stone with where we had the sheep shed and the greenhouse. Well, it wasn't big enough for the sheep because we outgrew it real quick. You know, first year we had way too many sheep for this little barn. But and the greenhouse never really worked well. It just heated up. There wasn't a way to, the windows we had in there just didn't cool it off enough, and it just didn't work out. Didn't work out. So what we're gonna do is, we had a couple panels blow up over we get just terrible winds here. And what we're gonna do is just replace the top of that with, you can see the 2 panels that are blown up. So we're gonna take, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those clear panels off, and we're just gonna replace it with the white metal. I think they're 10 foot long. I think 6 pieces of metal will cover that up, and we're gonna leave the windows, because they're nice, and so it'll be kind of a, not quite a greenhouse, but we'll still probably be able to grow things by the window there. But we're gonna do some work, and you can see how, like, things, I think they use green wood. You can see how it, like, twisted, and the gaps, and it's an old shed, and it's just a mess. It's a mess. But we and this side I didn't put eaves on it, because we were, gonna have, like, our zinnias here, and we were gonna have our garden here as well. So why not just let the water hit that? Well, the water ended up rotting out a lot of this old barn. So we got a little bit of TLC we're gonna have to do on it, and we'll get it back in shape. I'm hoping to get it done before winter. It's funny, I've called like 3 or 4 people, and I don't know, everybody must be busy now, or don't need the money, so we'll probably end up having to do this ourselves, but that's okay. I just got to get it done before winter, along with everything else. So that's the fun of it. But the garden's winding down. Our willow, I forgot what willow that is. Anyway, it was a great year for growing willow. It's just too dry now. So everything's relaxing. Pigs are underneath the redbud. Or the pigs. The chickens are underneath the redbud. Can you tell it's hot? They're just chilling. Chilling. I don't want to bug them too much. But anyway, our apple trees did really good this year. We had some decent apples. We fed them all to the pigs, which was kind of the design of them. I have came up with diabetes. So a lot of the stuff that we grow isn't necessarily the best for the diabetes. So that's been a big change for us. And we're doing really good now. So last year I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. And this year I'm actually planning on next year's and the next couple decades. So if all hell doesn't break loose, we'll be fine. Or when it does break loose, I guess we're ready for it. But geez, I think we'll wait till 15 minutes and then we'll stop this. Here's my candy corn, or I mean my candy, what is it? Candy roaster squash. Oh, I love them. They make great soups.